Hi, it's Twyla and Chase here in Central Park. Today it was my good fortune to meet two sisters. One is right in front of me. Her name is Christine Lazara, and she is a tour guide. She has a tour guide business here in New York City. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm Christine, and I have a business named Just Ask Christine, because that's the answer that usually people hear when they ask somebody what to do in New York.
How long have you been in business?
I've been in business since 2015, officially on my own from my full-time job. I quit in 2016, and I've been leading tours ever since, and I feel like I'm retired every day. I get to have fun and help people have a great time when they come to visit New York.
We're in Central Park. What's your favorite place in Central Park?
Oh, that's so hard because there's so many places, but I love waterfalls, so I usually go to the North Woods. I like the upper section because there's a lot up there that people don't ever get to see because they're always at Bethesda, which is also beautiful though.
Well, I bet people don't even know what the North Woods are. Tell us about that.
They don't. Well, it's up the north end of the bridle path of the reservoir on the upper section of Central Park. There's a whole beautiful wooded area full of waterfalls and trails and bird watching and all kinds of beautiful nature. You just don't even remember that you're in New York City when you're in the North Woods.
And why did you compare it to Bethesda Fountain?
I love Bethesda. That is the centerpiece of Central Park, and that's where most tourists are known to go because that's the middle section. It's popular, and with good reason, because it's beautiful and magical. Always great musicians and talent there. And I do go there a lot also, but I also, on a quiet day, I love to come up north.
And do you encounter resistance from your clients in getting off the beaten path and going to above 100? No, 96th Street.
96, yeah. No, they actually love it. They love the adventure. They're happy to see something that they don't know about, and that's why on my website I say I'm your local friend, because you're seeing things that are not in the tour books.
Where else would you say are secret finds in New York?
I love architecture, especially old, beautiful architecture. So I also, many times I go down to Greenwich Village, and actually every neighborhood in the city, there's something magical that I like to show people. So I pretty much choose a neighborhood every day, walk around, explore, take pictures, take videos, share them to the world, and I get a lot of really good feedback, and everybody can't wait to come back to New York after things get better.
Well, I rarely leave Manhattan, but I know there are treasures in other boroughs. Tell me about 2 or 3.
Okay, well, I'm from Queens originally. I grew up there. There's lots of history. One treasure there that I highly recommend is the Louis Armstrong Museum, which is the house where Louis Armstrong lived with his wife. They still, to this day, in the summertime, have backyard jazz parties, and it's a really great spot, and you're also close to really good Italian food while you're over there in Corona, Queens.
And?
Okay, that was one. Let's see. Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn Heights. It's a gorgeous neighborhood to walk around and enjoy. They have an open house every year where you can pay a good amount of money, but to see, for a good cause, the money goes to a good cause, but you get to see the interior of many of the beautiful brownstones. They actually also do that in Greenwich Village every year.
Well, isn't that the in August usually, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry, in October.
In October, yes.
And they have it all over the city.
Yes, but in May they have it also because I volunteer, and I was supposed to go this year, but it got canceled because of the virus. But it's called Open House in October, and that's another great thing where all the museums open for one day with no admission, and it's a great way to see all kinds of wonderful things.
What about the Bronx?
The Bronx has, of course, Arthur Avenue, which is full of delicious food and desserts. There's also the Yankee Stadium. You could do a behind-the-scenes tour. And then there's lots of old homes up in the Bronx, including Edgar Allan Poe's house, as well as a few other mansions too. So, and then, of course, there's Upper Manhattan, which is the Cloisters. Gorgeous. You're looking at the Hudson River and beautiful nature.
Do you live in Manhattan?
I do. I live on the Upper East Side.
Is there anything over there?
Oh yes, 2nd Avenue is full of restaurants. I'm counting down the days till we can go back to some good restaurants.
Now, you say that your business is based here in New York, but you also accompany people on international travel. Is there a country that you specialize in?
I will Well, I don't speak any languages, but I will always find somebody that does if we needed a local guide. But I pretty much go anywhere somebody wants me to go, and I travel often, even personally, so I gather all of the information I need for every city, so it could be anywhere. I happen to love Amsterdam because my dream had always been when I was younger to see the Anne Frank house, and I finally went. It was amazing. So I would say I would love to take somebody to Amsterdam.
Give me 3 tips for people visiting New York City.
Okay, so I always give a safety talk when people get here, and I tell them don't take anything that when somebody tries to hand you. Of course, there's hats, there's bracelets, there's CDs. Don't do it. They're not free. They won't let you go until you give them some money. The other tip I love to tell people is if you have to use a bathroom, go to a hotel. There's beautiful, beautiful hotel lobbies that actually are very historic and almost like a museum, so you could even enjoy the hotel, but also use a very nice, clean bathroom. And what's the last tip? The tip I like to give familiarization towards of how to ride the subway. So my tip is don't jump on the first train until you know if it's the train you want, unless you want to get on the wrong train and go on an adventure, which is also really fun. I've done that.
Thanks so much. Tell me again.
Christine Lazzara, Just Ask Christine, custom curated experiences, private tours. I love to do especially family visits. I like to help families enjoy their time together and make the most of their time in New York City.
And your website is?
www.justaskchristine.com, and I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. It's always going to be Just Ask Christine. So please follow me, and maybe I'll meet you, whoever's watching. One day, give me a call. I would love to show you around.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.